Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to AR Fitness and Athletics. Today we got a special event. We're going to do a question and answer period. I have somebody coming in to ask us some very good questions regarding working out. So without further ado, let's get to work. And I'd like to introduce you to Lori. Come on in.
Hi, Rob.
Hello. Thank you very much for coming. So Lori would like to start exercising.
Yes.
So I'll ask you the first question. What triggered this want to exercise? What's making you want to attempt exercising? I'm assuming for the first time?
Pretty much for the first time. I've never worked out in a gym before. And the reason I would like to start is because I've noticed as I've gotten older, I feel like my muscles aren't as toned as they used to be, and I have noticed that I don't have as much strength as I had in the past.
Okay, that's a great reason. Any athletic background at all?
Just recreational.
Just recreational.
Yeah, nothing beyond that.
Okay, excellent. So this is a great place to start. I'll let you fire away with the questions now.
Okay. Well, I'm a total beginner, so I was wondering if I can go into a gym and come up with some sort of fitness routine on my own, or if I should be asking a trained professional or trainer to help me work on a fitness routine.
Okay. You could attempt it on your own. However, the learning curve is quite steep. So my recommendation would be to ask somebody. So typically in when you're going to a gym, they have staff there, qualified staff, people with a fitness background to help you with routines. So I would recommend asking someone at the gym or the administration for help at the beginning. Another way to go about doing it is if you know somebody, if you have a friend that you want to piggyback with that's been at it for a while, knows what they're doing, you can maybe piggyback some workouts with them and they can show you how to use some of the equipment. So again, you could do it on your own, but it's a very steep learning curve and it tends to discourage people because they don't get the results because they're so involved in learning that it's hard to sort of learn and get gains at the same time. So I would recommend working with somebody initially.
So if my routine is going to be like a warm up and then exercises targeting specific areas, as a beginner, how long should that warm up be, or do I even really need to warm up?
Okay. You should be warming up. Anybody who's about to engage in physical activity should be warming up. There's a few factors involved in how long that would be, age being one of them, what the body of your workout's going to be, how intense it's going to be. So as a beginner, your warm up will probably be your workout, or at least part of it. You're not going to jump into any intense type of exercises because your body needs to learn, your nervous system needs to learn what those exercises are, what the movements are. So the warm up and the workout for someone like yourself might be all the same thing, but as you progress, you'll notice a very specific point where there's the warm up and then there's the body of the work. It will distinguish itself, but as a beginner, your warm up and your workout will be all one thing. So duration, again, also depends, but typically it takes about 10 minutes to get your body warmed up for a certain level of activity. Might take a little longer again if with age, or if it's going to be a very intense workout, your warm up itself might be of a progressive nature.
Okay, so what if I'm just wanting to basically work on muscle tone? Do I have to add a cardio component to my workout as well?
So you use the word have to. I would recommend it. So cardiovascular training and strength training is something that is goes hand in hand for as far as I'm concerned. You don't want to protect your heart as part of training. Strength training will do that as well, but getting some cardio exercises, and again, to define cardio, something that's an exercise that has a certain duration at a certain pace, something that's continuous. In other words, jogging, swimming at the same pace or relatively the same pace for a certain amount of time, approximately 20 minutes to get some kind of cardio effect. It would be beneficial to have a combination of cardio exercises and strength training exercises. So both would be, the ultimate way to go.
And how does nutrition fit into all of this? If I'm not necessarily looking to lose weight, do I need to focus on nutrition as well?
Okay, so you said nutrition and lose weight, which is almost like you're saying diet, and that's a bad word around here. So, nutrition is a daily thing that you don't necessarily have to couple it with exercise. Eating healthy should be a daily thing. A lot of studies have shown that people who start into exercise naturally gravitate to wanting to eat better. Probably as a natural instinct that your body craves better foods, proteins, and carbohydrates, but of a quality nature. So nutrition is a big part of it, not only for exercise purposes, but again, just for good daily living. So it's something you do want to focus on as well, or at least visit in your search for better nutrition. Now that's something else you can put in the hands of a professional, like a nutritionist. There is a lot of good information out there that you can read on, and that's something that maybe you can take a little more time, even though there is a learning curve. But it's something you can read on your own at your own pace and learn about, and that would be very beneficial as well. But nutrition, obviously, a very big part of giving your body the nutrients it's going to need, because now you're engaged in activity and your body's going to crave it.
Okay, so now I'm starting my workout or developing my workout. How many exercises should I have in a workout? Let's say if I'm in the gym, I have an hour in the gym.
Okay. So you touched on the right topic. Time is going to dictate how many exercises. So you said 1 hour, so you can do quite a good workout in 1 hour. Actually, that would be about the amount of time you do want to work out. Longer can be done, but now you're looking at a higher level of athleticism to train more than 1 hour. So how many exercises? So typically in 1 hour, I think you should be able to perform 7 or 8 quality exercises, 3 or 4 sets each exercise. And again, as a beginner, you're probably going to want to train the whole body. So that would be your legs, your back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, calf muscles, abdominal, lower back. So we can break up the body into its anatomical parts and train it that way. So typically, 1 hour should allow you to train your whole body, and that's with cardio included. And now we're getting into specifics on the program, which would something that you would probably want to work out with the fitness professional that you're working with at the gym. They can help you along with that program. Again, program can be done in so many different ways, so hard to sort of tell you exactly what to do right now. But again, your time, your frequency is also going to dictate exactly what you're going to do.
Okay, so let's say now I have worked with the trainer. They've watched me do the exercises. They've told me, okay, that's good, you're doing it properly. But now they're not around anymore and I'm by myself. How do I know I'm still doing those exercises correctly?
Oh, I never thought of that one, but a good question. So if you've gone through it a few times already, then you'll want to gauge how you feel. So you want to, when you're starting off, at all times though, you want to be aware of the movements that you're doing, and you want to try and remember that consciously, even subconsciously. a good way to sort of reference what you're doing might be to watch some videos of the exercise that that's incorporated in your program. So let's say you're doing pull downs for the back or bench press, arm curls. There's a lot of videos you can see that will show those exercises. And if possible, you might want to videotape yourself doing those exercises. So now you have a point of reference, what you've done and what you see in the videos. And if they're pretty close in the movement, then you know you're doing it correctly. And even if it's maybe one or two times that you're without somebody at that point, maybe, by then somebody will be around that you could ask. Again, good question. Might work out different depending on circumstances, but with today's technology, again, a quick video of what you're doing might help you to gauge if you're doing it right or wrong.
So should I be doing probably the exercises on the machines as opposed to?
So that would be a great way for starters. So there are exercise machines as opposed to free weights. And I find that for beginners, that's a great way to go because the machines are designed for you to go through a certain movement pattern for a certain muscle. So a little harder to get it wrong, if I have to put it in a negative phrase. So the machines are designed in a way that if it's for your back muscles, that's the only way machine will move, so that it's working your back muscles. If it's for your leg muscles, then obviously it won't be working your arms, it'll be working your legs. So using machines, I think, is a great way to start. It's safe, a little easier to gauge the weights that you're doing, and count your repetitions. It takes away the balance that's required with free weights. So using the machines is a good place to start.